All right, hello. We are back here, hole number 8. And this is going to be a relatively conservative approach to this hole. With tailwinds, you really don't need much. So I would recommend, instead of doing things like extra mile or doing something like this, I would recommend using a quarterback for accuracy purposes. And we should be able to, especially if we hit our marks, land on the fairway the way that we need to. We should be able to consistently hit the fairway time and time again. Now, the only thing that you might want to be a little cautious of is the amount that you topspin. But you can see the opponent is still able to pull this off. However, it's a far riskier shot. And of course, perfect ball becomes much more of a requirement. Now, what I'll typically do here is right around 4 on the top spin. We're going to essentially try to land on this side hill here, like right into this side hill face. And when done properly, it allows you to go full curl without, getting yourself into trouble. So here you can see perfect ball. And if I can get it to deflect off this side mound there, you can see that we just kind of shoot up in here into the middle without going into that left rough. So you do got to make sure that you do hit that side hill though. If you hit a little bit more of a flat spot, that's where you start to, put yourself in problems. And you'll actually be curling it too much. So do make sure that you're, hitting your marks and you know where you're trying to hit, and that's where you use for your alignment. So for instance, if I was to go into power, I might miss a lot of that side hill, and it may actually curl too far into the rough there on the left hand side. And you can see alternatively, my opponent, doesn't really use nearly as much curl, but they are still able to keep it without a trouble. But it's all about, where that you need to hit it off the fairway. Kind of differentiates how to play the hole a little bit. But I do like playing it this way. It's very consistent. And what I'll do here is pretty much just use my side spin, no top spin. Try to master that ball guide offset. So you can see with where I am with my alignment. And I typically don't use a max ring adjustment here. That's going to typically be too much. I'm thinking maybe 8.3-ish rings here. Shot does play a little bit uphill. It hit a little bit deep. So you can see I actually ended up missing. It's probably because I maybe moved the target up to higher ground and it came in just a little bit too hot. So you will want to just be a little bit cautious. As you can see, I didn't hit that fairway face. It almost hit up towards the fringe. And as a result, I kind of rolled through a little bit. So that's something that we can work on improving for our next playthrough. But good luck with this hole, guys, and I'll see you guys on 9.